jealous. I'm just here to make your ex-man jealous. Dance the night away with me.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of What We Talking About on Wednesday. It's been a hot minute since I've done one of these videos, and that is because, girl, I have been busy, and then I've been tired, and then I was busy again, and then I was tired again. That's the way life goes. So today, even though I'm tired and in a bit of pain, I still want to talk about some of these topics that I've been seeing in the news that I've not been able to yammer about. So first things first, I want to talk about Miss Wendy Williams. How you doing? As we know, she has finally decided to kick the waste man husband Kevin to the curb and has been seen gallivanting in the streets with her young friends and her shorts, living her best life. And some people are here for it and some people aren't. And she's been recently been showing off a new bow. Now, I say have at it, my lady. Do your thing. Enjoy yourself, because she's been going through rehab. I'm hoping she's staying sober while doing it, but besides the point, she's been going through rehab. She's been dealing with a lot of blatant embarrassments when it comes to her husband and her business and her show. She's taking a lot of L's, and she's hopefully sober and right now living her best life. She's been seen with a new beau. He may be a little on the younger side, but the real deal is sometimes to get over somebody, you need to get under somebody. And she's having herself some cute fun. She's been with Kevin apparently for years. When she showed that picture of them on the show, they looked like they were like fresh 20-something-year-olds. So she's probably been with this unfaithful, worthless ass dude for a long time. So now, you know what? She feels like she's done with plastic surgery. She's pulled and tucked and, she feels like she wants to kiki in the streets. And I say, do you. As long as you respect your son and you respect yourself and you're keeping sober, do your thing, Miss Wendy Williams. I think it's kind of funny. She's living it up. And she's not apologizing for any of it. So brava to her. Now let's get on to the next topic. As you guys know, I am Canadian. I am from Ontario. I am a Ontario resident, which means that I represent the Toronto Raptors. And as you know, if you are alive, the Toronto Raptors are in the NBA Finals, currently going against Golden State, Mr. Steph Curry himself. And there was a game on Monday, and that was game 5 back here in Toronto. And I had a lot of people I know going down to Toronto to prepare to celebrate for the win. And I had a lot of people who didn't come into work the Monday and didn't come into work the Tuesday either. Now, I watched the game because I have to support. And I have some issues with the referees. In the first half of the game, the referees called everything under the sun that benefited the Golden States. They were the Golden State, team, the Warriors. And I felt like there were some calls that they ignored that should have been called for Toronto. Then the second half of the game, third and fourth quarter, it's like they weren't calling nothing for nobody. Again, I felt like Toronto had some foul shots and some, opportunities for goals that were robbed from us. And then, I think it was this morning, NBA officials announced that there should have in fact been 2 foul shots for Marc Gasol that should have been made and had that weren't. And it's like, we lost by 1 point, okay? 1 point. And I really feel like there's some sort of underlying narrative that's being played in this. The people always say, oh, well, they did it on purpose and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they can't do it on purpose. You never know how the game's going to go. But the reality is somebody said, who was some male on some sports show that I happen to be watching, was saying that in the history of NBA Finals, never has it happened where a team has knocked out a team in 5 games. The excitement, it's too high. So it would be kind of like a lackluster, kick to the gut if we just knocked them out in game 5. So now some people are speculating that it was purposefully done to keep those points from us so we could give that excitement, because think about it. Think about the people who are benefiting from this. Restaurants, sports chain stores, anybody who can put a Raptors or a Warriors logo on any item is benefiting. These ticket sales these stadiums are being sold out. People are benefiting financially from this excitement. So to end it at game 5 would just mean you're missing out on 2 more games of opportunities to make more money. Some people are speculating that they purposefully did that. By some people, I say mostly me. And I feel like Toronto is a team that deserves a chance at winning. And to be robbed of that is like, it's a kick to the gut, because I really feel like Toronto not only has earned it right now, they deserve it. And I feel like we've proven it in these last few games. I just think it's unfair. And I hope in the long run, Toronto gets its just dues and wins. And I don't want to see us lose, because we put all of our momentum in those first 5 games and we can't pull it off in game 6, especially for people's pockets. Because I know lots of people are lining their pockets with the people who are spending money, myself included. I went out and bought like 5 t-shirts where I could find them, just because I wanted to have some gear. So I'm a part of it, but at the end of the day, the boys are working so hard. Can you please just give them their just dues and let them win that? Because that's the way it should be. Yes, I'm saying that Toronto should win, okay? Warriors done had their chance. They done been there. They done that. Let Toronto have theirs. It's our time now, okay? Anyway, I digress. I also wanted to talk about something I just saw in the news that I'm kind of really excited about. Now, if you know anything about TV in like the late 2000s, I'd say, you'd know of a show called Boondocks. Now, the Boondocks is a black cartoon comedy that talked a lot about social issues going on in that time. And with the current climate that we're in, they've announced that they're bringing back the Boondocks. And I feel like, man, they have so much content that they can run with right now. From Jussie Smollett to Trump's Everything to all of these horrible stories that really have come out. And they've kind of added a bit of humor to it while keeping people informed. This is something that I appreciate, because I like to talk and I like to laugh and I like to hear about social issues and kind of see done in a lighthearted way, I guess, as much as you can. But I'm sure there'll be some heavy episodes that talk about the deaths of young black men and older black men that have just been done by police officers just because they can. And I feel like the world needs that right now. The world needs to be reminded that we're here and we see what you're doing. And to segue into that, I watched the docuseries / show on Netflix, When They See Us. Now, this is a show, this was a series about real life people and real life events. Central Park 5, as you know it. These 5 young men of color were targeted by police officers and basically put through the ringer to basically make up a story saying that they committed this crime, this horrible, heinous crime against this woman that they did not do, simply because she was white and they were men of color, black and Hispanic. And this documentary, when I first watched it, first episode, I was mad. I had no tears. I was just so mad, because I just kept thinking, how could people look at young men, look at these boys, and just because of their color of their skin, hate them so much? It's mind-boggling. And the reason why it hurt so much after I kept going episode after episode is because the reality is that it's still like that today. People still hate people simply because of the way their skin is, the darker their skin is, the cultural garbs that they wear. It's like, I'm walking down the street, because I'm black, you don't like me. You don't know me from Joe. You don't know my name. You don't know my background. You don't know what we have in common. But simply because I'm black, you hate me. And that's what those young men experienced to the 1,000th degree. And I just feel like it breaks my heart, but it's reality. And the reality is that people are fueled by hate. It's easy to point the finger at somebody who exhibits so much vast differences, really it's just color, than you, and this side, I'm right, I'm good, so you must be bad, right? They say light is right, dark is wrong. And that's the mentality people go on. I really just wish, as much as this sounds ridiculous, I really just wish that people could give people a chance. Each individual person, give them a chance to prove to you whether they're right or wrong. Because we each deserve a fair opportunity to represent ourselves as individuals. Yes, we are collectively the similar color, but realistically, each of us have different stories, different backgrounds, different experiences that cause us to be different people. I'm a person. On the inside, I'm red and pink and blue and green in my veins. I hope that one day we can find love and we can all sit down and laugh about the things that we're more connected to than not. Anyway, this has been another episode of What We're Talking About on Wednesday. Sorry to get all heavy on you, but I'll see you next week. Bye.